Well, Islamic fashion is another fast-growing trend that retailers are paying attention to. Ready-to-wear giants like Mango, Tommy Hilfiger and DKNY have all unveiled their Ramadan collections. And as Rosa Kazan reports, the market is expected to explode in value, with some estimates hitting more than $300 billion in the next 4 years.
This is definitely something I could see myself wearing.
At a Western retail store, Miriam saw over what she would wear as a Muslim woman.
It's got the trend of the bright pop of color with that scarf there. I would totally wear that on my head.
Because of what's on her head, Sab found her path to a media career blocked. So she started a Muslim fashion blog and YouTube channel, Hijab Trends.
I was trying to get a career in television, and people kept telling me, no, not until you take your scarf off, you cannot be on television. And I thought, well, I'm just going to make my own thing.
That was 10 years ago. Sab now reports for a local radio station, and her blog gets over 2.5 million hits a month. A reflection, she believes, of the growing power of the Muslim consumer. Fashion companies are now trying to catch up.
They realize how much money there is in this market. So in the U.S., the Muslim consumer market is worth $170 billion. Globally, it's in the trillions.
In the coming decades, the Muslim population is expected to grow twice as fast as the global population. By 2050, nearly 1 in 3 people on Earth will be Muslim. So lucrative is this expanding market that in May, Istanbul hosted the world's first ever International Modest Fashion Week.
It was so important to have is to show the world that we're here to stay.
Melanie Al-Turk, a lawyer by training, started her own online Muslim clothing company in 2010. The business began out of her own frustration in modestly, but fashionably.
I would go to thrift stores and I would buy dresses from like the 70s and 80s, and then I would sew them into skirts, because at that time it was impossible to find a long skirt. They just weren't in the market.
Now she has over 300,000 followers on Facebook and Instagram, and her items sell out within hours. But for Al-Turk, it's more than just a business.
What really did it for me was knowing that I could have a real impact on our community and help girls who wear hijab to feel more comfortable in it and to feel self-confident and to feel beautiful in hijab, and not to see hijab as a barrier.
Nadia Pardesi is one of Al-Turk's regular customers.
So I picked this outfit because I love this color.
She says shopping now is a lot easier.
It was always assumed that Muslim women just dressed in very plain and ordinary clothing, and that's what modesty was. There wasn't a sense of style. Now the market realizes that we're a real consumer and that our needs should be met.
For many decades in the United States, young Muslim women had to come to stores like this one to buy modest clothing. Now, most of them refer to it as traditional or cultural clothing, and they buy it only for special occasions like weddings and parties. Change is happening as wearing a hijab becomes not only a religious obligation for Muslim women, but a fashion statement as well. Rosa Kazan, CCTV, Chicago.
And you can see a lot more of our coverage of Ramadan on our website. Head to cctv-america.com.